Hey there, thanks for tuning in. My name is Gray Hair Gaming. If someone shared this with you, make sure you subscribe to my channel, but that's really not why we're here. That's not important. Today, I'm going to talk to you about how you, as a football fan, as a football manager fan, as a fan of a content creator on YouTube, or as the creator yourself, can make a difference in this world. So I just want you to imagine during every season of like the English Premier League, the Bundesliga, those types of places, the highest upper echelon of football, what happens before every game? Usually a crew comes out and they water the field down, helps keep dust down, slicker surface, smoother glide of the ball. Think about all the gallons of water that are poured out on those pitches for our entertainment. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, it's a great thing. But there's a problem. There are 663 million people in this world that don't have access to clean water. Don't have access. They can't drink clean water. They can't use it in their hygiene, their toilets, their baths, whatever. They don't have access to it. Thousands upon thousands of people die every year from simple waterborne diseases. Right? They get diarrhea and they don't have the medicine to stop that. That sounds kind of gross. It's icky. Welcome to YouTube. Ugh, why would you say that on a YouTube video? But it's reality. There are people. I bought one of these in this world. See this jerry can? I don't know if you can hear me. Jerry can. It's 5.3 gallon jerry can. Very common in the developing world that this is used to carry water. That thing, when it's full, weighs about 40 pounds. 40 pounds. And guess what? In those environments, a lot of times, the water carrying, the water fetching, whatever you want to call it, falls on the backs of women and children. So the kids can't go to school. They have to go fetch water. Sometimes they're walking 30 minutes. Sometimes they're walking hours to go to a watering hole, to a creek, something that's full of water that will end up making them sick. And that's all they have. So all that, it seems kind of bleak, doesn't it? But it doesn't have to be. So today I'm going to issue a challenge out to you as a fan of football or football manager or a content creator or whatever. You can make a difference. So I'm going to have a card popping up over here. It's for Charity Water. So Charity Water is an organization. You can go watch their stuff online. You go to their websites, charitywater.org, all one word. There's a link in the notes below. They are a nonprofit. They're based in the U.S., but they do work all over the world. And essentially their job, they don't actually drill the wells or all the other options in terms of creating clean water in an area. They work with local providers, and they are a funnel. They take money from people. Like, they don't take it. You have the option to donate to this organization, and they funnel it out to local organizations that know the right solution for their environment. So this isn't like the West or whoever coming to save a people group. It's just providing the funding to make these projects work. The cool thing about Charity Water, because there are other organizations that do that type of work, the cool thing about Charity Water is 100% of your donation goes to the field. And you're like, okay, all right, this seems like some crazy thing, right? So they have overhead, right? They've got rent, they've got salaries, they have an office space in New York City, they have employees, whatever. Their setup is they have like really, really, really wealthy people that'll never see this video, right? Sorry, no offense if you're watching. Who agree to fund Charity Water's overhead expenses. Because your typical charity, if you give $100, it might be $85, it might be $87, it might be $90 of that actually goes to the work that you're donating towards, and the rest goes to pay the people who run the charity. Makes sense. Charity Water has kind of flipped that around and said, we're going to have a group of people who agree to cover our operating costs. They cover the credit card fees, they cover everything. All that to say, when you give $1 goes to the field. They don't have overhead expenses that's taken out of that dollar. It goes straight to the field. So it's like, technically, does 100% go to the field? No, but 100% of what I give goes, because I'm not one of the mega rich bajillionaires that agrees to fund their operating costs, right? So for you and I, the money we give goes to those really cool things. And again, they work with local like local charities or local people who do that work. The other cool thing is they document what happens with your money, which is, you know, kind of a novel concept in the charity world. Is like people actually want to see results. And so it might take 18 months. Like I've supported a project in, I think it was Cambodia, to do this thing. It's like a biosand filter, which is essentially you have water, but it's not clean, but you can't afford like machinery to clean it. And so it's like a concrete thing with a bunch of essentially gravel and sand and whatever to like manually filter it. And you give the money, they go give it to their partner, they build all these biosand filters in Cambodia, and 18 months later, you get an email, you get a notification, you get a GPS coordinate where like you could see where your money went to work in the world. So you could see a map of their stuff online. Totally cool. But I just want to challenge you, okay? Because I'm all this is to say I'm starting a campaign today. I started it a couple, 15 days ago, 2 weeks ago, something like that. And I don't know why. I was a little nervous to share it because I was like, this isn't what my channel normally does. What if like nobody gives and it falls on its face and you look like an idiot? What if I look like an idiot? Who cares? The alternative is we could raise a ton of money for charity water. So I want to share something with you. I'm going to attempt some fancy voiceover now with my editing software. Right now, we're looking at Wembley Stadium. You're probably familiar with it, right? Maybe you've even been there. I haven't had the opportunity, but one day, right? It'll hold 90,000 people. 90,000 people. That's a drop in the bucket, to use the phrase, compared to the 663 million people that don't have access to clean water today. All right. So you get 90,000 people. Okay, let's zoom out. What if we had 6 Wembleys? That's 540,000 people. Take it one step further. What if you had 96 Wembleys? That's 8,640,000 people. All right. Let's zoom out again. What you're looking at is 1,536 Wembley stadiums, which would be 138,240,000 people. Crazy. And we still haven't gotten to the number of people that go without clean water every single day in this world. You'd have to go to 6,144 Wembley stadiums. And that still is not the full amount. I'm just trying to fit everything on a screen here. That's 552,960,000 people. Imagine that many Wembley stadiums. Imagine how much land that would take over. I actually haven't done the math on that one. And we still haven't reached the number of people that don't have access to clean water. So here's the thing, guys and gals. Here's the thing, people listening and watching whatever this video. I have a campaign. Here it is right here. It's at $0 right now because I'm recording it and I'm going to give to it. I'm going to use this as a challenge. I'm going to donate some money to this. I'm going to match $500 of whatever gets raised. Whatever gets raised. So we raise $500. I'll pitch the other $500 in. So I'll match dollar for dollar up to $500. That's what. If you give $5,000, I'm not going to match that. Sorry, not capable of doing that. I'm going to give $500 maximum out of my pocket because that's a lot of money to me. If we can reach that goal, if we can get to $1,000 raised total, I'm going to do something cool on my channel. I'm probably going to invest in like a green screen and some lights and kind of upgrade the channel. But I'd rather this is kind of a goal. If I can get to that amount, then I'd feel okay about investing $100 or $200 in my business here on YouTube. But until then, like I even if we don't raise the full amount, whatever we raise is going to go out to the field. It's going to make a difference. This was supposed to be a lot more scripted and a lot more smoothly run. It's probably why I was nervous about doing it. I encourage you. There's going to be a link to my campaign popping up. I don't know, over here, maybe. Yep, maybe over here. And it's definitely going to be in the description below. Give $1 if you can. Give $5 if you can. Give whatever you could. If this is impacted you, share it with your friends. Share it with like the big dogs of the Football Manager YouTube community, like the Loki Dokis and the Lulu Joes. And I'm probably just insulted 10 people by leaving them out, but like, you guys know who you are. Share it with them so that they could share it with their thousands upon thousands upon thousands of subscribers. And let's see what we can do as a community. Like, what if this thing could go crazy? Like, what if every single one of the people who subscribe to Loki Doke and Leluja, let's say it's the same group of people, right? Let's say there's 13,000 of them. What if they each gave $1? That would be crazy. Like that's enough to build a well, by the way. It's like $10,000 to $15,000. Like to drill into the hard earth and to have a well come out. So I know I've rambled a bit. Hopefully this has inspired you. Go to Charity Water's website, learn more about the work that they're doing. I have had people test, and my understanding is if you're in the UK or something like that, they can accept donations from abroad. In the US, obviously they're US based. You can do that. So if you got questions, leave them in the comments below. I'll do my best to answer them. And thank you so much for watching and being here. If you're new, subscribe. This isn't what we normally do, but go check out some other videos if you want. But I'd rather you donate here than to go watch my videos, to be honest with you, because this is what's going to make a difference in the world. Okay? All right. You guys are awesome. Thanks for watching.